It's Divine Sunshine coming to you with your reading for Sankofa, fast forward, for the sign of Leo for the month of May. I'm coming to you to give you what things that your past loved ones insights as far as what they see about you on your journey. And so let's just get right on into it. I'll talk later about that, the reason why we choose our past loved ones, clear because they're able to see from a bird's eye view as to what things is going on with our journey in life. This is a lot. That's quite a bit there. Wow, that's a lot that showed up here. Okay, I'm gonna stick with that. Show up, so there'll be different versions of, there'll be different loved ones that might show up. All of them collectively are like a bee in talking and saying the same thing, but pretty much from their, in the cards, but from their own perspective. So we've got a lot of people for the sign of Leo that want to show up and talk today. So we've got a father of sticks, a mother of sticks, a garden, the daughter of sticks, Pa and Father Sims. Now, this father of sticks person here is a one that is, I would like to say, is a person who is a giver. Believes in I'm seeing wine, so like also being able to be like to me, like to be able to relax too as well. But this father type also had to use a cane to kind of get around, but they were really into their ethnicity of their culture, like, you know, they were really okay with the skin what they in. This person has more like a Native American, if that's so as well. To me, I want to say that almost is interesting. I would say that they like to garden, maybe also, or they like to grow things as well. I see drinking care. They might do it just a little bit, just for socializing, just to kind of like taper. But they want like a person here that was like alcoholic. But I'm getting a fork in the road. That could be also one too, that they had alcohol, but looks like to me over time they had pretty much control over it. That's interesting. Whoever it is, this father and mother of sticks, both of them are related. So this is a, if you're a Leo, both of you, this is one Leo. If you had your mother and father both passed, they're showing up, Leo, for you in this reading. If both of your parents have been deceased, both of your parents are showing up in this reading because they got sticks. Both of these people were people of wands, of actions. This mother type here was very keen, like you couldn't get anything past her. She was very, what I see, a hawk here or a falcon, whatever it is. This person, you couldn't get anything past them. Look like to me both of them had their vices, but they used it more so to relax. Like, so this mother kind of smoked here, and this father drinked as a form of relaxation with him. This Leo, you got somebody here who likes to garden. They like to be out in the garden. I'm picking up with this person. This person is like an aunt. That this is the energy that I'm picking up. This is another set. So somebody's a Leo whose aunt that likes to garden. This message is for you, that loves to garden. They were very fashionable, but they really liked to do art, to do gardening, because it was like a form of, to me also with them, I'm picking up relaxation, things of it. They like to make sure that their house was beautiful. They maybe like to really decorate, and it was really fancy of how they decorated their house. So this aunt, if you have an aunt that's like this reading is for you. This message that I'm going to give is for you. We got a daughter of sticks. This person here, we got somebody who's like a daughter. If they passed on, they really loved freedom. To me, they got this sticks. They were a person who took action. You know, they just went out there. They was like a rebel with a cause. I see a lot of, and they had ascended too. So, no, I see they look like butterflies. This is what they look like. So this person, whoever it is, looked like they went through this daughter went through a great transformation, by doing this, and by going through this transformation, then caused them to be able to have this form of freedom, this freedom that they had, and that, or they could have been very rebellious, and then they transformed almost like to me, of a spirit of a Malcolm X. He started off one way, and then by the end he transformed and he kind of tailored it down. Or it could be the opposite. They were very mild, and by the time they went through this transformational period, this caused them to change and become more like a rebel, more freedom. We have also with the sign of Leo, if your father was one, seems like they had a real close relationship with their son here. So this might be for divine masculine. Your father passed on, and you might have called him Paul. Say it could have been a grandfather too, and you called him Paul, because this grandfather was very wise, very looks beyond. He helped you to use and get in touch with your intuition and your awareness. With them, they helped you to look past all the seeming illusions that life had, and say, you know, they took you underneath your wing and their wing to really make sure that you understood this, and change your thinking. So this could be also a feminine too as well. Something about them, they changed your way of thinking because of the way they did. They had a very good, strong ideology about life, and they passed on that understanding to you. So this is for that Leo. If you had a father figure or somebody that's called Pa, that was like a grandfather that you taking on to be your father, this reading and this message is for you. Last one, we do have a father that has also appeared here too. This one here was into, again, this is interesting. They talk about libations. He used that to be able to honor. This person really honored about their ancestry. They also believed in honoring those that came before him. He was very humbled. He always remembered his roots. They always remembered, they told stories about the family. I'm picking up from this card, and he's really was very spiritual as well. So this father figure is coming and helping with this reading for you, Leo. Okay. All right. So according to this, these loved ones that showed up, so you've got like a village, really here to come and help you out. A lot of they want to really step up to the plate, clear, and that's very interesting, because during these times, I feel that for us, that our ancestors are really helping to come and help us to clear up some things that we've got to deal with at this time. Clear. They say the heart of the matter with you is, that came right on out, which is expressing your love. They want you to work on expressing your love, Leos. They're telling you to kind of go ahead and do it. Most of the time, they're saying, Leos, when you think about expressing your love, you have a problem with it thinking. You pump the brakes. You don't let things come too close to you. Emotionally, you're willing, but something about your thinking gets you to start having that stinking thinking or that negative thinking, and stops you at that point. They say the reason why you do this is because emotionally you have been left out in the cold. You felt abandonment issues as well. And so that's something that you've got to kind of deal with, which caused you to feel like you kind of like bounced out to sea. Really don't know which kind of direction that you're going into, but they're saying you're moving out if you start dealing with that and start focusing in and seeing where your emotions are kind of messed up at, or they need a little help and assistance in. They stated that you'll now emotionally start, since they brought this to your attention, start steering and going into the direction that you actually need to go into, okay? The next thing is because right now you're kind of in this fork in the road very heavily, like you don't know which way when it comes to this. And this is why I feel like to them they're saying we're trying to really push you by this message to go ahead and express love. They're saying right now they could tell that you're tired of this monkey business, like really not things coming together like it's supposed to. You've gotten to the point that you had this feeling where you could stick a fork in and you're done. They're saying you've been using some old ways in order to make this thing move, like home improvement. Move this bus, move that bus, and they say you can't do it if you keep on using old ideologies, old way philosophies and ways to thinking. So they're saying you got to get much wiser. You got to get more knowledge about where you are. But they say they also understand if you start expressing your love, this will help you to be able to nurture yourself better. So you express that and express your love by practicing some self-love. Also, not thinking that expressing love is so hard. It's pretty much like honey. And it can be soothing to the soul, one of these are saying. It could be soothing to the soul, they're saying, as well. They say they understand you kind of get nostalgic at that time, but you got to learn how to blend both the nurturing the self and understanding that loving someone doesn't have to be so hard. It can actually be very sweet. And they're also bringing you this rainbow because they understand that you want you want union, and rainbow also represents a promise from source to you that this will, whatever things that you want underneath the sun, will actually happen. For them, they're seeing the following as far as shadows. Ooh, I'll get it later. That's all right. Clear. What are some of the shadows you got to deal with, Leo? They're saying perchance to dream. You're scared. In order for you to have this dream, something's got to die. Again, you got to end something to begin something. And in order for you to actually have this dream that you actually want, which could be union or actually going into this mission or things that you want, you've got to let some things go. Okay? You know what that is. Something about your old version of yourself to let go and give birth to this new. And they say you're scared to do that. And so you've got to get to the point to actually let that go. Okay? All right. Next thing, what things do they see that you got to change in your life? What things got to change? Clear. So you got to find courage. That's true. And especially if you've been hurt. You feel like you've been abandoned. It could be either in life too as well. Especially if this one that said that you had both your father and your mother has passed away. That would cause you to feel like you've been abandoned just by the act of death or transition. That's not their fault or anybody's fault, it's own. But again, that could make you feel like I'm just here out and alone in the world because I don't have any parents or anybody else that's here. But you might have other relatives, but it's not the same like you have your parents with you. So you've got to find courage. They're saying here, I see the color purple here. So to me, it's saying work a lot with your crown chakra. You kind of overactive about how you going about expressing, thinking, and it's kind of negative thinking about when it comes to love. So we got to find ways to kind of calm that down. So I do a lot of crown chakra work if I was you to get that together. Okay. Next thing, what do you need to surrender, Leos? Clear. Surrender your attachments to results, because to me that makes sense, because it's to me I see you like, if I do this usually happens. If I do this usually happens. So right now you need to formulate for the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay. All right. So just don't link and attach yourself to the results. Okay. Clear. Divinity. What do you need to get divine in? Abandonment. I just pulled it right out the box. You've got some abandonment issues, Leo. Okay. So you got to deal with those things as well. Go to my childhood wounds, healing the inner childhood wounds. Look at the abandonment video, and then also you can go to divineunisoul's11.co to be able to there. I got workbook that can help you to kind of work with those issues too as well. It's $11.11. Okay, if this is you, Leo, you need to work with this. Okay, and they always want to leave you with an uplifting message. Clear, Leos. How awesome do they think that your family members think that you are? They say you were made for amazing things. Josh Hines. Beautiful. That's a nice way to end this reading. So again, this is for you, Leo. So take these things here and see how you can take these messages from your loved one and apply it on your journey. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, namago. Love you.